because I know say you get fear for your heart, say how you want take manage the fund wey dey your hand to take grow this your business, and you also dey reason am say how I want budget come save wey I go take grow my business. Abi you even wan join community of women wey dey do the same business wey you do and how they take grow their own. Abi you sef you wan even learn from people wey don sabi this business well and dey boom, they dey do well for that business. Make sure say you no miss this webinar wey dey come up o, because if you miss am e go too pain you. I go dey expect you there. Hope say wetin I dey hear no be true. Say you won't miss out on the webinar wey dey come up on the 25th of July 2025. E go too pain you if you miss am o, because I know say you get fear for your heart, say how you wan take manage the fund wey dey your hand to take grow this your business, and you also dey reason am say how I want budget come save wey I go take grow my business. Abi you even wan join community of women wey dey do the same business wey you do and how they take grow their own. Abi you sef you wan even learn from people wey don sabi this business well and dey boom, they dey do well for that business. Make sure say you no miss this webinar wey dey come up o, because if you miss am e go too pain you. I go dey expect you there.
I'm the founder of Posh, everything Posh. I have turned Zobo into a lot of things. I turned Zobo into a tea bag. Just the way you have your regular herbal teas. Look at it, Posh Zobo tea bag. I've turned Zobo into a powder instant Zobo mix. Just the way you have your other powdered juices. But this is healthier because it is natural. And most recently, I turned Zobo into Posh Zobo wine, a non-alcoholic wine made from Zobo and other natural herbs and spices. And this particular product was made possible with the support of the trade Lenda. Oh, trade Lenda, okay, I know what I mean. Okay, so how I met trade Lenda is that 2 years ago, we had a business pitch competition and an exhibition in Lagos. I went all the way from Ilorin, Kwara State for that pitch competition and the exhibition. I did a lot of marketing for the fair, make people come out to come and support us, blah blah blah. To cut the story short, we pitched our businesses and Trade Lenda found my business worthy of a whooping 1,500,000 naira grant. Free money. Work there, who you know will return. Who does that? Now only Trade Lenda can run that. And not just that, I got an all expense paid trip to Qatar. And guess what I did with that trip? I got export opportunities. I partnered with Saudi Arabia in different ways. And as I speak with you, our products are going to be featured on the shelves of stores in Saudi Arabia very soon. All thanks to Trade Lenda. Trade Lenda has been really supportive. I'm so excited that I joined the team by being a part and parcel of them. Sometime earlier this year, just for using my Trade Lenda wallet for normal transactions, like people are buying my product, supermarkets are paying me for my product, and I give them my Trade Lenda wallet account. I've been using my account like the way you use your regular banks now. Nobody has ever rewarded me for using my account, but Trade Lenda did. You know what they did? An all expense paid dinner date with my spouse. I enjoyed it like it was so yummy. I enjoyed every bit of it. Trade Lenda is the right partner you need in your businesses. If you need funding for your business, a soft loan to quickly use and run your business here and there, Trade Lenda got you covered. Thank you.
Hope say wetin I dey hear no be true. Say you wan miss out on the webinar wey dey come up on the 25th of July 2025. E go too pain you if you miss am o, because I know say you get fear for your heart say how you wan take manage the fund wey dey your hand to take grow this your business, and you also dey reason am say how I wan budget come save wey I go take grow my business. Abi you even wan join community of women wey dey do the same business wey you do and how they take grow their own. Abi you sef you wan even learn from people wey don sabi this business well well and dey boom, they dey do well well for that business. Make sure say you no miss this webinar wey dey come up o, because if you miss am e go too pain you. I go dey expect you there.
Hello, my name is I'm the founder of Posh, everything Posh. I have turned Zobo into a lot of things. I turned Zobo into a tea bag. Just the way you have your regular herbal teas. Look at it, Posh Zobo tea bag. I've turned Zobo into a powder instant Zobo mix. Just the way you have your other powdered juices. But this is healthier because it is natural. And most recently, I turned Zobo into Posh Zobo wine, a non-alcoholic wine made from Zobo and other natural herbs and spices. And this particular product was made possible with the support of the trade Lenda. Oh, trade Lenda, okay, you know what I mean? Okay, so how I met trade Lenda is that last 2 years ago, we had a business pitch competition and an exhibition in Lagos. I went all the way from Ilorin, Kwara State for that pitch competition and the exhibition. I did a lot of marketing for the fair, make people come out to come and support us, blah blah blah. To cut the story short, we pitched our businesses and Trade Lenda found my business worthy of a whooping 1,500,000 naira grant. Free money. Work there, who you know will return. Who does that? Now only Trade Lenda feel run am. And not just that, I got an all expense paid trip to Qatar. And guess what I did with that trip? I got export opportunities. I partnered with Saudi Arabia in different ways. And as I speak with you, our products are going to be featured on the shelves of stores in Saudi Arabia very soon. All thanks to Trade Lenda. Trade Lenda has been really supportive. I'm so excited that I joined the team by being a part and parcel of them. Sometime earlier this year, just for using my Trade Lenda wallet for normal transactions, like people are buying my product, supermarkets are paying me for my product, and I give them my Trade Lenda wallet account. I've been using my account like the way you use your regular banks now. Nobody has ever rewarded me for using my account, but Trade Lenda did. You know what they did? An all expense paid dinner date with my spouse. I enjoyed it like it was so yummy. I enjoyed every bit of it. Trade Lenda is the right partner you need in your businesses. If you need funding for your business, a soft loan to quickly use and run your business here and there, Trade Lenda got you covered. Thank you.
Hope say wetin I dey hear no be true. Say you wan miss out on the webinar wey dey come up on the 25th of July 2025. E go too pain you if you miss am o, because I know say you get fear for your heart say how you wan take manage the fund wey dey your hand to take grow this your business, and you also dey reason am say how I wan budget come save wey I go take grow my business. Abi you even wan join community of women wey dey do the same business wey you do and how they take grow their own. Abi you sef you wan even learn from people wey don sabi this business well well and dey boom, they dey do well well for that business. Make sure say you no miss this webinar wey dey come up o, because if you miss am e go too pain you. I go dey expect you there.
My name is Bilkis Idiaru. I'm the founder of Posh, everything Posh. I have turned Zobo into a lot of things. I turned Zobo into a tea bag. Just the way you have your regular herbal teas. Look at it, Posh Zobo tea bag. I've turned Zobo into a powder instant Zobo mix. Just the way you have your other powdered juices. But this is healthier because it is natural. And most recently, I turned Zobo into Posh Zobo wine, a non-alcoholic wine made from Zobo and other natural herbs and spices. And this particular product was made possible with the support of the trade Lenda. Oh, trade Lenda, okay, you know me. Okay, so how I met trade Lenda is that last 2 years ago, we had a business pitch competition and an exhibition in Lagos. I went all the way from Ilorin, Kwara State for that pitch competition and the exhibition. I did a lot of marketing for the fair, make people come out to come and support us, blah blah blah. To cut the story short, we pitched our businesses and Trade Lenda found my business worthy of a whooping 1,500,000 naira grant. Free money. What pay when you will return? Who does that? Now only Trade Lenda can run that. And not just that, I got an all expense paid trip to Qatar. And guess what I did with that trip? I got export opportunities. I partnered with Saudi Arabia in different ways. And as I speak with you, our products are going to be featured on the shelves of stores in Saudi Arabia very soon. All thanks to Trade Lenda. Trade Lenda has been really supporting me. I'm so excited that I joined the team by being a part and parcel of them. Sometime earlier this year, just for using my Trade Lenda wallet for normal transactions, like people are buying my product, supermarkets are paying me for my product, and I give them my Trade Lenda wallet account. I've been using my account like the way you use your regular banks now. Nobody has ever rewarded me for using my account, but Trade Lenda did. You know what they did? An all expense paid dinner date with my spouse. I enjoyed it like it was so yummy. I enjoyed every bit of it. Trade Lenda is the right partner you need in your businesses. If you need funding for your business, a soft loan to quickly use and run your business here and there, Trade Lenda got you covered. Thank you.
Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining, everyone. It's such a pleasure to have you here for this lovely webinar titled Money Mastery for Women from Fear to Financial Confidence. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining and seeing the people that have joined. Thank you, Additional. Thank you, Juliana. Thank you, Buki. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Favor David. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Kayode. Thank you, Loretta. Mudepiola, thank you. Nancy, thank you. Olaniro Oluwatobi, thank you. Oluwabumi Fatola, thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone joining. Please remember to use the chat box to communicate with me. Your comments, your questions, your opinions. Remember that I am here to listen. This webinar is I promise you, is going to be very educative, very insightful. And please stay to the end because we have a lot of goodies for you. Thank you for joining once again. This powerful fireside chat is proudly brought to you by Trade Lenda. At Trade Lenda, we are on a mission to support and empower women-led businesses with fast, reliable access to finance, smart digital growth, and community-driven growth. Because we believe women should not just survive in business, but truly thrive. Thank you for joining. We are about to give a shout out to some amazing people who have signed up for this webinar very early, which I am really grateful for. We're going to, as I said earlier, make sure that you stay to the end so you don't miss out on the goodies, and download the Trade Lenda mobile app to access the finances, the smart data tools, and the loans to empower your business. we are going to start with Amazing ES. Amazing ES is a fruit salad making company, and they are located in Lagos. We also have um, Gifts and Gadget Villa, Lagos, located in Lagos State also. We also have Foodbox Nigerian Limited, who is also located in Lagos. We also have Mobile Royale, located at Elisha. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for registering. We also have Abfat Industrial and Domestic Cleaning Services Limited, located in Ilorin. We also have Bolu Edibles. They are located in Lagos also. And we also have Bola Jewelry Store located in Oyo. For those of us joining from Oyo, if you need your dress, you know where to go now. We also have His Majesty Ventures located in Lagos, the supermarket at Pleasant. Thank you very much for joining. It's good to be here. It's good to have you, Bukola. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Now, before we continue, let me ask a question. Have you ever felt nervous just thinking about your business finances? Or maybe you're afraid to even check your account balance, or you have undercharged because you don't want to seem too expensive. If your answer is yes, you're not alone. Let me tell us a story that I feel like we can relate to, just to give you an insight. So I have a friend, Vivian. Vivian is into a small baking business, and she makes it right from her tiny kitchen in her house. She has the passion, she has the talent, but she's terrified of money. She doesn't track her expenses and she undercharges. So one day we were sitting down and I could see the commitment she put into making these cakes, and they come out beautifully, I must tell you, and they are very tasty. So I asked her one day, why are you not expanding your business? Why don't you want to employ more people? Why are you not willing to, grow bigger in this business, because you are very good at it? And she said, I'm okay with the profits I'm making. I'm okay with this little profit I'm making, from the wedding cakes to the birthday cakes. Whatever I get is enough for me to eat and to run my business. And I don't think I can manage other people also. And I don't even think I can manage my finances enough to involve other people. Well, if you're like Vivian, well, you're in the right place, because you are the reason why this webinar is being powered by Trade Lenda. Because we are about to take women from fear to financial confidence. And to do justice to this, we have 3 amazing, incredible women who have walked this journey and are here to help you walk yours too. They'll be sharing their insights, the stories, and practical tools to help you hold your financial power. First, we have Nancy Nadi. Nancy Nadi. She is a money boss. Nancy is a business growth strategist, a finance coach, and serial entrepreneur with nearly 20 years of experience. She's the founder of several companies, including the Nancy Nadi Company, the Agunasi Nigerian Limited, and Kitco Telecoms. She created the Accounting Boss software and the 5 financial wallet system, helping people master their finances and build lasting wealth. Thank you, Nancy, for joining. Please unmute and say hello to the audience. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Trade Lenda, for having me. Thank you, everyone, for being
Thank you
here.
very much for joining, Nancy. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
We also have our second speaker, Mojokwala Sarumi. She is the founder of Iweto, a startup helping SMEs build financial credibility and access growth opportunities. She is a chartered accountant, an ex-PwC consultant, and she holds a master in finance from London Business School. She brings deep clarity to the challenges women in business face, especially when it comes to pricing, records, and funding. Thank you very much, Mojokwala, for joining. Please say hello to the audience.
Thank you very much for having me, Trade Lenda. Thank you. And hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. And finally, we have Bilkis Ijaro. Bilkis is a lawyer with over 11 years post-call experience and an award-winning food production innovator. Beyond law, she has created 6 NAFDAC-approved products, including the first of its kind Posh Zobo wine and Posh Zobo tea, which is now sold across Nigeria, the UK, the US. She is the voice of justice, creativity, and purpose-driven innovation. Thank you very much, Bilkis, for joining, aka Posh Meals. Thank you for joining. Please say hello to the audience.
Thank you so much for having me, Lenda. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. You said that is about to be a power-packed session. Please do not forget to engage with me via the chat box. Tell me your comments, tell me your questions. I will be here to see them. And also do not forget to download the Lenda mobile app to access finances and growth empowering tools for your business. The link is on the chat box. Please do not forget to click on it and download. And stay with me to the end of the session because I have goodies for us. Thank you. Please grab your notepad, settle in, and let's dive right in. So my first question is going to be for our 3 amazing speakers. We're trying to rationalize our time. To Nancy, to Modukola, and to Bilkis. Why do you think the fear of money is so common, even among women who already run businesses? And what do you think is the first step to building financial confidence? I'm going to start with Modupeola. Please unmute and tell us more. Why do you think the fear of money is so common, even among women who already run businesses? And what is the very first step to building financial confidence?
Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, super. So I think one of the
sorry, you can show us your video. Let's see your face, please.
I'm trying to make sure that my internet doesn't mess up, so I'll just stay off the video. Sorry about that. So I think yes. I think the very first problem that a lot of women face is that imposter syndrome, right? And so imposter syndrome shows up even when you're doing business. You're thinking about, oh, well, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I have the skill sets to manage my business, to manage my finances. I haven't really seen women do this ahead of me. I don't know many women that are doing these sort of things. So a lot of women struggle with imposter syndrome. And I think the best way to overcome this is to find yourself in communities where you can talk to other women. And so Lenda doing this sort of webinar today is just really, really empowering for women, because I think that's one of the first steps to overcoming fear and going from fear to financial confidence, is really finding ways to educate yourself. Now, the next thing that I would say that a lot of women can do is find ways of overcoming your fears by facing the fear squarely. So you are scared of your finances. Why don't you start looking at your finances a bit more closely, seeing where you have the gaps, and then finding ways to actually address it. So, for example, do a small, take a notebook. If you're not, tech savvy, you can't use Excel, for example, you can actually use your notebook and build 3 rows and columns and put my expenses, my income, and what is the balance. And do that record day in, day out, and really face the fear by looking at your finances a bit more closely and seeing where are the gaps, where am I spending too much, where are there leakages. Once you can capture and see your finances in depth in that way, it will help you then start to address the issue. And what that will do to you psychologically is that it will help you start to feel better about your finances. So you start to realize that, okay, I'm addressing this problem. Things are getting better with my finances. Yeah.
In the next 2 weeks.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Madubela. Thank you for that insightful statements that you just gave. Thank you. Now to Mrs. Bilkis. Apart from imposter syndrome and probably narcissism gaps, why do you think the fear of money is so common, even among women who already run businesses? And what is the very susceptibility of financial confidence?
Okay. Thank you so much for having me once again.
Thank you for
Like I
coming.
always tell people, one thing we need as entrepreneurs is knowledge. We need a lot of knowledge to access the world in the way and manner that we deserve as entrepreneurs, as women, as young women, even the older women too. What I realize with us as humans generally is that we're so lackadaisical about doing things the right way. A lot of people are not even knowledgeable on how to manage their finances. And they honestly don't even care on learning how to do it. They just feel, oh, it's mathematics, oh, I don't want to Allah. I can't even stress my head. Whereas if you don't seek that knowledge, you can't even scale up. Be it you're running your business from your kitchen or from a factory, or you are a 9-to-5er, you really need to seek knowledge on how to manage your finances. If you don't do that, it's like you're putting something on nothing and expecting it to stand, which won't happen. So on this particular question, I don't have much to say. It's summarily seek knowledge on how to manage your finances so you can get it right from the beginning.
No, you're getting get knowledge. Understood. Thank you very much, your kids. Thank you very much. Amazing. Now to Nancy. Nancy, we've heard that the imposter syndrome can be a reason why people are still afraid of the money. And we've heard that it's because of the lack of the knowledge. And we've heard that the way you can build financial confidence is to join a community, is to notice the gaps and probably get a notebook, and also to seek knowledge. Why? Oh, why would you say the fear of money so common even among women businesses?
Okay, thank you so much. And I really appreciate the two speakers before me. And what they said was actually valid. So, but one thing I've realized in my 20 years of running business is the fact that most female entrepreneurs are very afraid because they don't have clarity of their numbers. So for me, I like to say numbers is the language of business. If you don't understand your numbers, you can't even grow. Numbers is just like I'm in Lagos now. If I'm in a community where everyone is speaking Yoruba and I can only speak Igbo, if they are telling me in Yoruba language, like Nancy, come and take 50 million in Yoruba language. Okay, Nancy, gba 50 million. I don't understand it. I will not. I can even pass away and not take it because I don't just understand that language. But if they speak my language or they now speak in English to say, Nancy, take 50 million, you see that all of us will just rush there. So numbers is the language of business, and every business owner must take that as a very important part of their day-to-day activities. And I love what the first speaker said. You don't have to, I used to tell people, you don't have to be an accountant to be accountable. You don't have to love mathematics. Numbers and mathematics are not just the same thing. A lot of people are so scared, they just put it together like I don't like maths in school. And no, numbers is totally different. And the truth is, every business can build wealth if you just can sit and understand your numbers. So one of the things is no clarity. A lot of people sugarcoat their financial position. I tell people when you want to start anything today, if you are in this class and you want to go back to your business and check anything, just understand what is the financial position of this business. What is my current financial position? And that's a summary of what a balance sheet is all about. But now we're not talking proper accounting terms. I don't want anybody to be scared of the word balance sheet. It's just you knowing your asset from your liabilities. Then what's the balance? So if every month as a business owner you can just on a day-to-day basis, or okay, let me say weekly, not to be too so that the work is not too much, on a weekly basis, just sit down and check, okay, after checking your expenses is very important, your income and your expenditure is important for your day-to-day bookkeeping. But now I'm talking about you understanding your own total business itself. Okay, How am I doing? What is happening to me? What is my financial position? A lot of people don't even want to expose themselves to knowing the reality of their business. I've worked with a lot of business owners. Let's just analyze your business. Okay, you've been doing this business for 20 years, 10 years. Okay, where are we? So people just don't want to be, they don't want to see it because they just feel that I'm guilty about something, I'm not spending my money right, I'm not. So they don't want to now your solution or your success of your business starts up from you understanding where you are. So once you can ascertain a simple template that just it doesn't have to be too complex. There are simple things to help you get this thing done. You ascertain to say, okay, these are my liabilities, these are my asset minus liability. So this is what my business is. You will even know
Yeah.
what you need. If you want to come to trade lender to say, oh, I need help, you know what you need. And if
Yeah.
you know what you need, the fund will not be mismanaged because it's not just about getting grants or getting loan or giving everybody money. No, it's about how do we maximally utilize it. A lot of people get loan, a lot of people get grant. You don't even see it anywhere.
And yes, we can.
So when also we need females entrepreneurs very afraid because
Please, can you
just have
increase?
that fear because
You
yeah, you know,
business.
okay. Most
Continue.
of them, they are not the one that a lot of people feel I'm not the one that carries this responsibility. I can just do my business like what the first speaker said. I can just do it anyhow. I will just find a way. But there is a way to run a business. There is a proper way to run a business. And lastly, apart from clarity, understanding, you need to understand your financial position to make decisions. The reason why they are afraid of taking risks is the fact that many of us are taught how just to manage money, not to multiply it. And in business, the essence of your business is that you grow the finances on a day-to-day, month-to-month, or yearly basis. So you must learn to take risks, but this risk must be calculated or pattern when you are taking risk because you are also in your business. You should see what is not working, what is working. So for female entrepreneurs, the summary of this, how I think I don't know if I should go to how will they solve this? That's part of your question. So those are highlights of why they are afraid and there is no confidence. One of the things
Thank
that has helped me to build confidence in no matter the amount you call today, I'm not scared of it. Not because I have all the money tied up in the bank, but because I have set goals for myself and I've been able to overcome them from time to time. So let's
thank you.
start where we are.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't worry, there's enough time for you to properly school us on all these things. Thank you very much. So please do not forget to use the chat box to engage with me, your questions, your comments, and even emojis. Let me know how you are feeling about this webinar. And let me just quickly summarize for those of us that are just joining. We are asking about why the fear of money is so common even among women who already run businesses and what's the very first step to be financial confident. And we've gotten the reasons why people do not are afraid of money, especially women, because of imposter syndrome, because of lack of knowledge, because of the lack of clarity of numbers. They do not understand their current financial status. They don't know the reality of the business. They're not ready to take risks, and they don't know how to maximize the grants, the loans that they are given. And so, because of those reasons, the first step that they can do to building their financial confidence is to notice the gaps. Take a notebook. If you are not tech savvy to have an Excel, take a notebook and write your expenses, your income, and properly tabulate how you use your money. Join a community that can help you to grow and be knowledgeable, have your clarity of your numbers. And numbers do not mean mathematics in business. And you have to understand your current financial status, you have to know the reality of the business, and you have to maximize your profit and the amount you get. And you have to be ready to take the risk. Thank you again, once again, to our lovely speakers. Thank you for that insightful session. Now I'm going to direct this question to Modupe Hassan. Mutukwala, from your work at Iweto, how do you help women-led businesses, that is, women small and medium enterprises? How do you help them price their products and services right? How do you help them build credible records and access financing through platforms like Lenda?
Fantastic. I think for me at Iweto, we're so passionate about financial inclusion. We're so passionate about women, and we're so passionate about putting the right financial products in front of women-led businesses so that they can scale and grow. And I was listening to the ad that you shared at the start of the webinar where Billy Case was talking about how Lenda had supported her business. And I was just smiling. That's the sort of stories that I love to hear. So now, how do we really help? How do we help, women-led businesses? Iweto is here to support you, show the lenders, show the grant companies that you are a credible business. That's our mission. That's our purpose. We want to hold your hands. We're going to help you look into your key processes. First of all, legalities, compliance. Is your business even registered? I see a lot of people think they're doing business because they have a store and they are selling something. The business is not registered. They don't pay taxes. There's no way to show credibility in whatsoever way to a bank like Lenda or even your typical banks. There's no way to show any credibility to anybody, but they're looking for money. They're asking, are you going to give me money? Are you going to give me money? And I'm like, well, Iweto is here to help you. So we'll help you put yourself together and your entire business will give you your business a case so that you can go and look for the best financial products that you can get in the market. And that's what Iweto is doing. We also help with your pricing. How do we do that? We're going to look at all of your costs, and we do that as part of our business readiness products, right? So we look at all of your costing. We look at all the amount you spend to get your products developed. We then look at the margin that you want to put on top. And we then go to market and compare it to a good number of your competitors to see whether you're pricing your products correctly. So that way, you know that you're not going to start feeling imposter syndrome. Because I'm using that word because this is a problem that a lot of women face. A lot of women don't even want to price their products correctly because they're thinking, oh, it's too expensive. People no go buy them. But no, if you price your product correctly, you don't have to worry about that. And make sure that you're looking around for your competitors. You're checking, is my pricing competitive enough? So we help with a business readiness process that looks at your end-to-end process, including your compliance with all the regulatory things, everything that a bank or a trade lender would, a digital bank like Lenda would want to see. We help you go end-to-end with that process. If we notice any gaps, we help you address those gaps. And then we prepare you for going to market to access financial solutions. So that's really how we're helping female founders. I'm currently working with one founder that owns a travel agency in Abuja, and it's just looking at her end-to-end process, making sure she's ready to go and get those grants because those monies are available. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Modukwala. Thank you for all you do for our women. Thank you very much. And thanks to Iweto, partner with Lenda. Now you can seamlessly come to Lenda to get your loans, your grants. And you also know you can invest in Lenda. So thank you again, Modukwala. Thank you for that. Thank you for all you do. Let me just put it out there because it's not enough to just run a business. You have to register it. You have to pay your taxes. You have to give that business a face, a credible face. And it will help you to get, to show the grant companies that your financial record is credible and it shows your business readiness. And I hope everybody joining has listened to this insightful knowledge that has been given to us by Modukwala. So you know that before you qualify, you have to be business ready. You have to know the financial product that is necessary for your business. Do not forget that you can communicate with me on the chat box. You can also click the link there to join the WhatsApp community and as well as download our mobile apps. Now to Nancy. What practical systems or structures can women business owners put in place to move from fear to financial confidence? What practical systems or structures can women business owners put in place?
Okay, first and foremost, one thing they need to learn to do is, like we said earlier, they have to learn to track their records, know their sales, know what is happening in their business, because with your data, you can make better decisions. And from there, they can evolve into setting goals for themselves. And they just have to start from where they are. You don't have to look at any other person. You have to look at your book, look at your industry, and start from where you are. And how do you start from where you are? If you started your business and you put in all the necessary things you need to do, create visibility, ensure you've done all the whole compliance thing, launch out your product, and you start making sales. The first month, if you make a sales of like 1 million naira, it is important for you to constantly set goals for yourself that you won't just be complacent with what you have made. You keep running the race of constantly creating visibility, because it's those visibility that brings in the sales and brings in the money. So when you set goals like that, even though you don't achieve it 100%, but you realize that when you set goals, the goals just drives you into making sure that there's something you need to do. There's something awake for me. And it is not even about setting goals. It is who you become after you have achieved it, or even if you don't achieve it. There is a clarity that comes from there. Then number two, when we talk about systems, is every business owner must understand that you need to separate yourself from your business. And in separating yourself from your business, you have to create a system where you, as the business owner, you are not the business. You have to be on a salary, and you have to understand the right metrics to pay yourself, so that you are not dipping into your business finance. And this is one of the challenges that most female businesses have. I've worked with a lot of female businesses that have that potential to grow or even get loans, but the loan cannot be found because they have merged both themselves and their business together. So they are running their personal life and their business as one. And when you do that, there's no boundary. So no matter how much grant comes in, most often it can fizzle out through personal need or through personal lifestyle. So you have to ensure you create a system where you pay yourself a certain token at the end of every month. And finally, track your record. Cash flow tracking is very important. You don't have to have everything big. You can start small by taking a notebook, record it, but you need to just understand, what do I need to record? My income, my expenses. Create a system to ensure you are checking that. And with that,
Yeah.
I believe they can do better. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you for that rich information. Thank you for the insightful information. So there we have it. There we have it. If you want to put yourself in a position where you're going from fear to financial confidence, you have to track your records, you have to set your goals, and you have to create a system that works for you, for your business. Thank you. Thank you again, Nancy. Thank you for that. Now, to push me, Vicky, thank you for coming. Because you're a successful business owner, you're a legal practitioner, you're family orientated. How have you been able to balance all three and still thrive? How have you been doing it? I envy you, girl. How have you been doing it? Please tell us about it.
Honestly, I don't envy myself. When people tell me, "Oh, I envy you," I'm like, "No, you can't be in my shoes." But well, basically what I do is I'm deliberate. I'm a very, very deliberate small business owner. I'm so deliberate to the point that I don't just delegate, I monitor, I follow up. If I'm not going to be in the factory like today, you can see I'm in my car, I'm just parked somewhere, and I'm following up with the factory. I'm making sure they are dotting their I's and crossing the T's the way they should do it. I follow up a lot, and I delegate very well. I make sure I don't just leave it to their hands to sort, because I realize staff members, they don't really send you. They don't really send you. Like they have nothing to lose if anything goes wrong with the business anyway. So if you're lucky to have 1, 2, 3 very trustworthy and serious ones, just hold them tight, train and untrain and retrain them so they can learn and unlearn. That way, you'll be able to conveniently leave what you're doing for them to sort what's in the factory. So basically, managing home and business and the legal profession, okay, I make sure I don't do too much of the legal profession's business because it is also time consuming and demanding. I go to court sparingly. I don't put it on my head the way I put the posh mills thing on my head because this obviously is highly demanding. And of course, the kids, I don't have a help at home. So I have to find a way to manage it all. The kids are still little, but what I make sure I do is in their school, I sort them very well. They have extramural lesson teachers taking care of that so that when they come back in the evening, I don't have to stress my head with, oh, I have to do assignments every day. I have to do that. And I'm already so tired from the factory. So that one, they are sorted. I just need to sort their dinner and everybody goes to bed. While in the factory, like I said earlier, I don't leave everything to them without checking. I check spontaneously. I just go to the factory. Even when I tell them I'm not in town, I just bump into them, check what they're doing so that I can ensure things are right. Then I make sure our finished product, even though there is a manager who checks all finished products before we dispatch them to their to the distributors or their end consumers, I make sure I still recheck to be sure we're not giving out trash as a posh product. We call it posh, so it has to be posh anyway.
It has to be posh.
Yes, so I make
Thank
sure I
you
am on
very
my
much for
toes
that. We
checking
know that
everything.
your first of its kind posh Zobo wine, posh Zobo tea products have now reached markets across Nigeria, the UK, and the US. Can you take us through how Trade Lender has been instrumental to this growth?
Okay. Okay, so how Trade Lender has been instrumental to it is that the time I needed a major funding for the Posh Zobo wine was when Trade Lender came through. And honestly, that 1.5 million naira seemed to me like 150 million naira then. Because it actually took me from point A to point Z. Sorry, can you hear me? And even though the product was already doing good in the market, but was not there yet. But partnering with Trade Lender, it gave me more confidence and more retailers and more distributors, particularly in the UK, came on board after the partnership with the Trade Lender brand. So Trade Lender gave me that funding to purchase a CO2 carbonating machine for the wine. The concept behind the wine is to have a healthy drink, different from the regular carbonated drinks we take, something healthier, something natural, something sugar-free, but that will still have that fizzy feel that, oh, you are opening a drink and you want that she sound the way we open our regular carbonated drinks. So that was what the grant was instrumental to getting, and we thank God we're getting there.
Wow. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. So if you have not downloaded the Trade Lender mobile app, make sure you click on the link in the chat box today, and so that you must to register with the referral name webinar so that we can put you on priority.
Yeah, like that person was comparing and this person with. Oh, hold on.
Let's talk about community. Because I know if Vivian, like the story I said at the beginning, if Vivian had a community that probably has been helping her to grow, to gain knowledge, I'm sure it couldn't have been that bad, or so many of her losses could have been avoided. Why is community so important when building financial growth?
Yeah. So I feel like I touched on this just quite briefly at the start, but I think community really does help you supercharge your growth. community helps you see beyond what you can just see alone, right? So it's almost like you're standing on the shoulders of other people, and just imagine how far you can see when you are standing on the shoulders of different people stacked up together. And that's what community really does. It helps you see really, really beyond what you would ordinarily see on your own. So I put down a few things just to think through about why community is so important. So when you attend a session and you go into community groups, you'd learn things that you were not even thinking about. So for example, there are shared expertise that you'd learn. Sorry, there's just background noise. Okay, so shared expertise, for example, being part of Trade Lenda, this community itself, this is giving women the opportunity to learn about how they manage their finances, and that's just really powerful. The other thing is that you get accountability. So imagine if you have a community of women who are in business in your local area, and you're meeting regularly, and what you guys focus on is to talk about your businesses and talk about how have you done XYZ. So this person holds you accountable to say, oh, the last time we caught up, you said you were going to do this and this. Have you done it? A lot of times we undermine how powerful that is, but that's so powerful to have people who hold you accountable to the things that you said you'll do. And I think that's one thing that I'm going to encourage most women in business to do. Find your tribe. It is so important. And don't just have a tribe that you're not accountable to. Find your tribe and be accountable. Be accountable. Make sure you have people in your life who hold you to account. So you said that you have to set business goals for yourself and make sure that you're accountable to that community group on how you are achieving that goal that you've set for your business. So make sure that you have that sort of community where you're able to share freely, you're able to get feedback regularly, and you're open to honest feedback. A lot of women don't be sensitive. I know, like, a lot of women, we go through the motions month on month. Women go through so much. I always say it. You have children, so our emotions can be all over the place sometimes. But it's so important that when you're a woman in business, find a way to manage those emotions, be tempered, and so that when people are giving you feedback, you have trusted voices that you can take their feedback. That feedback might not sound fun, it might not sound glamorous, it might sound like someone is actually giving you lashes, right? But it's for your own good. Those feedbacks are so important, and that's the power of community. Community also will push you forward. Yeah, people in your community, they're the ones that will recommend you in rooms where you're not there. So if you're in a community, for example, someone in your group might find out that, oh, there's a grant for a specific business that is your business. And then she'll quickly tell you, have you heard XYZ? That's the power of community. So I think I'll just stop there. I'll pause because, the other ladies will share as well. But it's just so important that as women, we find ourselves in community. We're able to be accountable, and we're able to learn, look for those opportunities because they're right there before you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is a wake-up call to women business owners. Make sure that you have a tribe of your own that you can relate to, and you can fully express yourself, and you can share expertise, and they can keep you accountable so that you can reach your goals at the set time that you have given. Do not forget to communicate with me in the chat box with your questions and your comments. And we already have some questions for the speakers from our community. And this one is directed so that I could talk to Modukola before you go. We have a question for you. What are the financing opportunities available to women-led businesses today? What are the financing options that are available to women-led business today? That question is for you. Please do answer it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So I think that's a very broad question that I will not be able to answer fully on this call. But I think that as a woman who is running a business is important because there's a lot of things that you need to share to then guide how we present financial opportunities to you. And so what we do at Iweto is also very tailored, and we're using bespoke technologies to actually put financial products in front of people. So first of all, we need to understand your profile. And I'm talking from the perspective of Iweto right now, because I can come here and just say, oh, there are loans, oh, there are grants, but there are many of these opportunities. It's so important to then look at your business, and that's what we can do with you at Iweto. We can look at your business and build a profile for your business. Based on that profile, our technology will match you to different products that are available. So what products fits your profile? So there could be loans, it could be grants, it's mostly loans. Again, don't be scared to take loans. Just make sure you have a plan, right? So don't be scared of loans, but make sure that your business is credible. You have a running process, that you know a way, this is the way I'm going to pay back this loan. This is what I'm going to do with this money. So you have a clear plan. So don't be scared. So there are many of those opportunities available for women. There are accelerator programs that can accelerate your business and help you think out of the box. So these are things that you can access. Yeah, but whoever's asked this question, you might want to send me a message. Feel free to look for me on socials, and I will definitely respond to you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Medical. That. So you have to, before you can know the financing options that are available to you, you have to know the financial product that works well with your business. Thank you a lot for that. And thank you a lot, Medical. This question was directed to Posh. Have you ever sought funding or loan? And what advice would you give to women who feel intimidated by that process of seeking for fundings or loans? That question is for your kids.
Yes, those who know me well to always accessing funding opportunities for my business. I scale up more than 50% with external funding. Yes, and I'm happy about that. So what I do to achieve that is I seek knowledge on how to position my business properly, just like the first speaker talked about extensively. And of course, the second speaker too. I seek knowledge on how to position my business properly to be investor and funding ready. I make sure I pay my taxes.
Okay.
I register my business. I audit my account. I pay salaries that are when due. Do all those things so that your books will be tidy.
Okay.
And when you're accessing those funding opportunities, it will be easy for you. You won't start stammering. So I access funding a lot, both grants and loans. I do both, and it's been amazing.
That's amazing. And so you know that you don't have to be scared to take that loan and take that grant. And Trade Lender is here to help you with that and assist you with that. Do not forget also to download the mobile app to access these amazing opportunities. And this last question is to Nancy. Okay, so we know that you have a program coming up on the 16th of August. What are we to expect? And also, what financial books, mentors, resources have made the biggest difference for you? What financial books, what mentors, and what resources have made the biggest differences for you?
Okay, thank you so much. And I just want to quickly, before I go into that, I want to add to the last speaker response talking about assessing loan. I want to sincerely, and this is not to flatter Trade Lender in any way, I really want to appreciate them for the fact that they are actually breaching a particular gap that is not really there, and they are not making it difficult for people to access funding. Because I would always like to share story. I have a lot to share because when I started business years ago, like 19 years ago, and my business was doing well and I needed fund. I went to almost 27 banks in Nigeria with the right documentation, but you will still not get the funding. Not because your business was not viable, because they just have the reason why they don't want to give it to you. And when the business get better, you started getting those funding just from everybody. So I really need to commend them for the fact that they look at small businesses and at that point they pick them up and decide to fund them or support them. I'm telling you, it's not something that is something that we really need to commend them for. And I really appreciate that. And if you're a business owner, you can be here and say, I'm scared of loan. There is nothing wrong with loan. There is a lot of misconception about loan, or loan, not grant, because grant you won't pay it back, fine. Loan, there is something good about loan. When you bring in loan into a business that is very structured, that is right, financially structured, you put in the right thing, you separate yourself from the business, you are not dipping your hand in the business, and you follow through the compliance process for that industry. You are doing the right thing, you have the staff. I'm telling you, it will double your business for you. It will take your business to a place you never imagined. But remember, with the right knowledge, community, seek people, get accountability, all that is very important. And talking about our upcoming event, moving from consumption to production. I started a production business last year. It's about 1 year today. And I realized that there's so many things a lot of people don't understand in this production sector, because there is so much opportunity. And I realized that I've known some people, whether they have been online, they've just been like they have been in the same place for a long time. They are still running their business in that small way they want to run it, in that little way. They just continue to run it that way. Whereas the opportunities are there. And one of the things, and I thank you for this program today, because you spoke on one of the important parts, which is pricing. Pricing is one of it. Knowledge to even know what to do. Sometimes it's not even only knowledge in the area of you setting up the business or how to produce the product right. No, knowledge to make the business scale. There is what we call business knowledge to make your business scale fast as a production business. So for that day, we have a lot of lineup, a lot of transformational engagement that we're going to have that day, or conversation. We have experience. All our speakers are people they are in production already. At least they've done nothing less than 10 years experience. They have the results, they have the visibility, they've done it, so they can share with the attendees how they've been able to scale. They started small and now they are still in production, and they are scaling, and they are doing it big time, and their brand is getting known in homes. I tell people, all of us, you can actually be an household name, but you have to understand, how do I do it? What do I do? What are the things I need to do to get it right? Then also, a lot of things, there will be so much on that day. There will be panel session talking about industry, uh, production industry, like policy formation or some specialized area or specialized interest for production people. So if you register or come for that event, I am sure you're going to learn a lot. And for me, I know that business take a while to grow, not all businesses, but you can speed it up if you have the right knowledge. And everybody that has spoken today talks about knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Just keep learning, be accountable, and set a goal for yourself. You realize that your business that you started so small can just be something you never imagined it to be. So in this particular program, there will be a lot, and we'll also be showcasing other products from Nigerian made products, people that are already producing. There's that space for them to display their product on that day. So if you are interested, you can also reach out for that. And there's so much. And also, Lenda will be there for access to funding. So you have to also be there. And if you are here, you have not downloaded the app, I don't know what you're waiting for. I've never heard, when I ask questions to say, okay, how can someone access a loan? And you say, oh, register the account first and do a transaction of 10,000. I'm like, this is very funny. This is a joke, right? Because for you to get anything in any other bank, I've done numbers with some of our banks, and I know that you have to run your account for 6 solid months. 6 solid months. I can even do a training on that. 6 solid months, and that month it will still be reviewed. But this one, they are saying, if you have your books in place, if your business is viable enough, if everything is in place, you can get funding. So I want to commend the management of Trade Lender, and thank you so much for also sponsoring this event. There will be so much people to learn from, and we're also going to have, like, maybe breakout session where we can take tailored made questions. And one of the things we also want to do after that event is to have group where a lot of us are in a group where we are all in the production or manufacturing sector. So you have a particular challenge, or you need to buy a particular equipment, you put it in the group. Somebody can say, oh, it's better here, you can get it here. You don't necessarily need to import it. Some of those things, they are available, but you don't know where it is. Information is powerful. You can get something for times 2 the amount if you don't know the direct source or the direct supplier or the direct importer of that product. So when we come together as a community, we can actually help ourselves. And in helping ourselves, we're going to help our nation as a whole, because we'll be able to hire more staff, we'll be able to recruit more people, and we keep doing a lot of things together. Because I realize that some of the things that a lot of people need, just even dabbling into production for 1 year, I will call my student that I know they've been in production for years. How are you sourcing this? They will tell me, oh, I got it. I say, no, you can get it better. It's cheaper here. Why not source for it here? You can get this. So just getting a community that can help you at every stage is also one of the things that we are trying to bring out from this particular program, so that, because if we are like-minded people, we're all in production or we're all in manufacturing, we know we have peculiar needs, peculiar challenges, peculiar, so it's easy to say, oh, how did you go about this? Okay, you did this, how? So it's easy to get help from there. And I will appreciate if everyone can just register and be there. I know you will learn a lot and you're going to take a lot back. Thank you so much, Lenda, for having me today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here also. I just want to quickly ask a question about your upcoming event.
Yeah.
For those that will be coming out for exhibitions and partnerships, is there anything they need to bring? Like, is there a viable document, or is there something that they need to provide to be eligible to be exhibited on your event coming up?
There's nothing special. The only thing is the fact that there is a fee attached to it. Then you have to just send us what product are you exhibiting. We have to see what kind of product do you want to exhibit. If we realize that the product is in alignment with what we are projecting, then we'll tell you this is the process. You go ahead and make payment for the exhibition stand, and you just be there. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Nancy. Thank you very much for that. So now you know that you just have to be willing, and your business has to be ready for you to be ready to be exhibited. Now, on the matter of knowing the right financial products that your business will need. I just want to put a reminder out there that Trade Lenda is a digital bank for SMEs with an unwavering commitment to facilitating their journey towards prosperity. Our core mission revolves around empowering SMEs, including smallholder farmers, by improving their financial accessibility and making them bankable and providing seamless access to a range of vital financial services, which include credit, insurance, investment, and micro savings. We support access finance, general working capital, purchase order, as well as Sharia compliant loans. So you know that whatever you need, we are willing and we are ready to assist you. And we do not just only give you the loans or the grant. We'll go with you through the process to give you the right visibility so that we can get the right result at the end. Do not forget to please drop your questions in the chat box. Let's hear from you. There's no question that's too small or too simple. And join the WhatsApp community so that you can probably engage and get insight about products that you will need and to get the right accountability partners. Now, before we round up, before we go, once again, I want to say a big thank you to Nancy, to Bilkis, and Mudipe for being here and for your powerful insights. Thank you very much. So please, you can respond to me in the chat box. I'm not seeing anybody telling me anything. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? If you want to know how to log into the app, how to make your transactions, you can check our social media and our Trade Lenda on all our socials, and you will get the right one through on how you can onboard on that app. Do not forget to register with the referral name webinar. Thank you again. Before we round up, actually, I just want to give a big shout out to our CEO for being here, for taking out the time to be with us on this journey. Thank you very much for being here, sir. And also, before I leave, I want to wrap up with this with you. You know that you are in control of your financial journey. Track your expenses. Charge what you are worth. Do not think that you just want to be placed out there. Know the right pricing for your product. You deserve to relax and be taken care of. Ask for help when needed. Learn, unlearn, and grow. And of course, let Trade Lenda help you on that journey. Download the mobile app today to access all our services and the right financial tools for you. Before we go, I would like everyone to please make use of the video icon. Please turn on your video. Let us see your face. Let us be able to give me a wave. Let me see your face. I don't want to be like I'm the only one talking. Let me see you. Let me know that you're there. Please turn on your videos. Thank you very much. If you want to have a playback of everything that we have spoken about today, if you need a video recording, it is provided to you on our social media pages on YouTube, and you can access it. Thank you very much. Please turn on your videos. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Let's see your faces. Thank you to those of us that are engaging with this and turning on the videos for us to see your face. Hello there. Do not forget that I'm being your host for today. My name is Boluwatife. We represent Lenda, and we represent you. Thank you very much. Please do not turn off your video yet. I would like to take a screenshot of this, of your beautiful faces. I would like to see it continuously. Please do not turn. Thank you for being here to this very moment, and it's been, you will agree with me that it's been an insightful journey. It's been very educative. Now you know that you have to have the proper documents for your business to thrive. You have to be ready to place yourself out there. You have to know the right financial product that works for your business in that long or ground. And you know that we will partner with you through the whole process. And we will not only give you the financial need, but walk you through it, even with the visibility. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do not forget once again to download the Trade Lenda app, registering with the referral name webinar to access loans and business support tools, and also set a savings goal and keep track of your cash inflow. And also, you can join the Trade Lenda WhatsApp community, where you will find other women just like you sharing tips, asking questions, and growing together. Thank you again for being part of this conversation. I know many people have been waiting for me to say, well, where's the goodie you say you have for me at the beginning? Well, why don't you try it? Join our community via the links, the WhatsApp community via the links that we pasted in the chat box. And also downloading the Mind app, registering with the referral name webinar. You'll find out the goodies I was talking about in the beginning. You have, and also there's a free consultation for the first 50 people who download the app with the referral name webinar. There'll be a free consultation for them. So what are you waiting for? I'm sure you would want this. So please download the app today. Remember, with the referral name webinar. Thank you again for being part of this conversation. Thank you again for our lovely speakers. Go boldly, own your worth, master your money. Bye.
Thank you, Trade Lender. Bye.
No,